It is time to loop. So what do we start with? Expedition. You know what? We're gonna do chapter 1. I cannot do chapter 3 yet. That is illegal. So we're gonna do chapter 1 again. With, I think, much of this stuff. I'm gonna keep the temporal beacon so we can hopefully get the star stuff or whatever. But I'm gonna loop this. I want to see what the necromancer says in relation to me being a necromancer. Let's see. I guess I can just put that there. Yeah, because originally I was going to try and do the support structures right next to it, but there's no real reason to do so. Okay, so I've got all of my equipment slots. Yeah, we should be good. What does Maze of Memories do, by the way? Currently, not a dang clue. Alright. We already have quest objectives. I'm not going to burn that village yet. Yeah, we can try the Maze of Memories in a bit. My assumption is it is completely useless currently, but who knows. Are there earlier episodes of this on YouTube? No. So, as far as YouTube goes, I cannot actually start posting my footage from this preview weekend until the 25th, in about 4 days. Let's see. So that limits me a little bit. I do have one video on the demo that I put up, you know, a couple weeks ago. So there's at least kind of a basis for what the plot is if you want to kind of catch up there. There's a little bit from chapter 2 that you've missed, plus a bunch of structured dialogue. But otherwise, you're going to have to wait until this actually hits YouTube. This looks spooky. And Necro gets access to the shield via the arsenal, and it's super helpful. I should probably actually equip the shield. Now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, part of the reason why I haven't messed with the Maze of Memories is because I don't think it's particularly helpful for what I want to do. Well, okay. I have no idea if it's helpful or not. I think it's mostly useful for just filling out the world and nothing more. And I could be very wrong on that one. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, that came at a good time. I might have some trouble here. Nah, it looks like we're going to be okay. Okay, let's get another grove down there. And start just stacking mountains this direction. Let's see. No other rings? Yeah. But we are getting some decent equipment. Yeah, let's just go for it. Nothing terribly magical, but still good. Okay. Weird not to allow YouTube uploading, but allow streaming since VODs. I don't question these things, to be honest. I could. But, like, why? Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. We're gonna probably want a vampire manor somewhere in this mess. Possibly right next to it, but we'll see. Oh, I got a crypt I should get down. Or, not a crypt, a cemetery. Let's see. Sand dunes. Another temporal beacon. Do I even bother at this point? I think that'll be the last that I really start slapping down, then we start ignoring them. Okay, other grove. Do I? Yeah, I'll slap one right there. Let's see. Wow. They're just giving me the vaults. I don't want to pop them open yet, though. Battlefield right from the get-go. I like that. All we need now is a blood grove. And we're in business. It does look like I'm gonna have trouble killing the Watchers, though. I'm not too worried about it. But they tend to just peace out, which means I don't get a whole lot of them. Yeah, so that's him running. Hey, there's the grove. And the vampire manor. That's promising. Okay, Blood Grove. Do I do... I guess, honestly, I might as well put the vampire mansion... I could put it here. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Or did you want to know the synergy for Dark Slimes? I already know it. Please don't. I've already had this conversation with you specifically. I know. Let's see, we're already starting to burn excess cards. So I'm trying something different today, and I don't actually know if it's worth it. What I was thinking is... I have a limited amount of space before the boss shows up. What I want to do is only put down the highest tier of landmarks. Let's see. Do we go for the shield? Yeah. I want rarer equipment than this, but we might be getting a Blood Beast soon, so who knows. Let's see. So I want to put down only the highest tier of landmarks, because we have a certain amount of landmarks we can place before the boss shows up. And a lot of my power is tied very directly to what kind of landmarks that I've placed down. Okay. We absolutely want to do Unseen Care. Ambitions of the Dead and Edge of Impossible, both are pretty good, but the one that gives me magic shields, especially this early on, is good. It hasn't helped me much in the past, but that's usually because I'm getting bodied due to lack of equipment more than anything else. Do we want to... Yeah, let's do that. That way we've got some Bloodlands there. So the boss is based on how much land and not how many loops? Correct. So you could technically just put down nothing, and, like, I'm curious to see what would happen if I just put down nothing and fought slimes. If the slimes would just immediately start wrecking me. But yeah, so this meter here is what determines when the boss shows up. So instead of putting down forests that only give me a 1% attack speed bonus, rocks are actually pretty good. Wait, did rocks scale up? I thought they were only 2 HP. Hold up. They've scaled up. Why? Okay. That area looks spooky. Yeah, enemies level up with every loop, so the slimes would eventually kill you. Maybe. I guess it really depends on if slimes have, like, no drop rate. They probably don't. Let's see. But it would be kind of fun to do one loop, slimes only, just to see how far can I go before I just get bodied by uber slimes. Because I could do uber slimes with a bunch of the temporal things to potentially make them spawn faster, so I'm just clobbering my way through just loads of slimes. It might work. Okay. Oh, dang it. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Let's see. I wanted the Oblivion to get rid of the bandit village. Hey, wouldn't you still get loot with just slimes as the rogue? That's an interesting question, actually. Or do slimes not give trophies? No, they do give trophies. We could try this just to see what would happen. I'm certainly invested in the idea of it. Yeah, let's grab that. Oh. This ring is probably better than this ring. There we go. Now we're starting to scale a bit. But yeah, we could give it a shot with the rogue. I probably want to turn on cheat engine or something just to make it go faster. But yeah, an all slime run, just to see what would happen. Would it function? What's up, Ben Star? How is life? Let's see. Yeah, it's up that. Do we want to go for... No. What I want is a new book. Ooh. Okay, this hurts. Killed the Watcher. Yeah, got him. And he actually had some really good stuff on him. We lose a little bit of... Okay, so that's actually not very good. Not comparatively. Another Blood Grove. I'm super interested to see how someone would speedrun this game. I could see it working out. Oh, we do fight a Blood Beast. Yeah, I actually got the Watcher before he ran. It's a rare thing to pull off. Oh, I guess that would be the one thing on the slime-only run, is that we would probably end up fighting a lot of Watchers. Unless I said no to Watchers. But I think I'd allow having Watchers be available, if only because I need to kill Watchers, we need the thing anyway, and we can potentially go with the Super Rogue again. Kind of see the second boss commenting on something if you're a Necromancer. I get the feeling both will comment if you're a Necromancer. I could be wrong, but like Necromancer just feels very commentable comparatively. Oh yeah, give me them thickets. I need that attack speed. Watchers seem to vanish after shielding. Huh, that's an interesting observation, maybe. Okay, new traits. Just to spawn on top of a killed enemy. Let's go for that. This guy thrives off of good loot. And having a bunch of chests seems like a good idea. Watcher will flee when they have no target to shield. No. I think people were theorizing that the Watcher was fleeing... The Watcher was fleeing after I lost my shield. Yeah, I wanted to start with the Lich, to see if he said anything specifically about necromancy. Because it seems like the kind of thing that he would comment on. I don't know why I'm putting my thickets up here instead of actually completing these vaults. Not that it really matters. Oh, Watcher flees after he's shielded every enemy. Ah, that makes sense. So I really have to kill him fast. Okay, do we have a... We don't... I have a lot of villages around here. I should probably start vamping them. Unfortunately, we haven't found a whole lot of vampires, period. Let's see. Wondering if making a mountain out of just mountain cards is any better than using stone to make it. I have no idea. I think it's actually better to make it out of rock and then surround it in mountains. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because you get more of a synergy bonus surrounding the mountain with... Or the high peak. Oh, this is a shield. With this one. Better level, better attack speed, better regen, lose the summon quality. Nah, I'm good. See, once a peak is crafted, the ingredients don't exist, so it doesn't matter what you make it with. But having the extra mountains surrounding it do matter. Okay, this should give me at least 12 HP? No, it gave me more. It gave me... Was that Was that only 10 or was that 20? I don't know. Because I think supposedly you gain more of a synergy bonus from surrounding the high mountain with regular mountain peaks. But I don't actually know if it counts in reverse. I only gained 10. Oh, I guess that makes sense because my HP is heavily reduced. But go figure I wouldn't get the full benefit. Oh, it's not that heavily reduced. It's only 10% reduced. I don't know. I'm sure somebody else would do the math on it for me, but I find the small bonuses... I hate these guys. I can't wait till I can delete them. The small bonuses from... from making the mountain peak one way or another doesn't matter yet. I'm sure will matter. Hey, I got him. So is this still the demo, or is it out? It won't be out for a little while. I am just playing the, well, I guess I have the full version, but that's because I'm special. Let's see, where do I want to put this graveyard? Here? This is starting to look a little iffy. I guess I'll just put that there. It's gonna be hairy no matter what. Yeah, is there a demo? Yep. Yeah, there's a demo that is available. It is all of Chapter 1 with a couple of the regular structures limited. But that's a fair bit of content if you want to get through it. Hello. It actually might be worth it. Flip side, I might just get killed here. We'll see. My healing hasn't been the best. Okay, let's pause it for a second. We've got a sturdy stool. Gonna get another treasure here. And then, I think I'm going to go against my original plan and set up a little bit around these vaults. Mainly just for the power boost. Otherwise I die, and I'm not going to be happy about that. Okay. I think I'm better. We've got a village coming up, but it's covered in bandits, and then we've got another one. I should be fine. We'll see how this goes. Where's my evasion? 16. Necromancer's really interesting. They really do kind of flip-flop between being absolutely incredible and pure garbage. A lot of it has to do with getting really good items early. But I might want to... Really, I think the other solution would be getting rid of the Watchers. Hello, that's a good shield. We lose regen per second, but we do gain some summon level. Which we need, because my summon level is really low. I didn't even notice the goblin village here. Yeah, we might not make this one. Because goblins are incredibly good at clearing out my, my boner men. Yeah, it might be dead here. Probably going to be dead. We'll see. Pop that open. Don't get anything terribly fancy. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, my attack speed is just a little bad. Maybe I'll be okay. Well, they didn't get through my magic shielding this time, so maybe I'll pull it off. They've already nuked down all my shields, though. Okay. Please give me the trait. No. Any direct damage to the hero will be evenly split between him and his skeletons. That actually could go worse for me. We'll see. Thing is, I am super dead here. Too many blood beasts, not enough power. Groundhog Day. Interesting. Well, we lose. Is fine. Do we do that again? I mean, we might as well. I want to keep working on it. I want to beat at least first chapter with Necro. I think actually, let's bail. I'm gonna turn off the Watchers. I think the Watchers are actually part of what's dooming me. We'll get rid of the temporal beacons. That extra shield actually matters quite a bit. And the Necromancer, unless you can get really high attack speed to just spit skeletons, that's actually problematic. Ooh. Hi. Battlefields right off the bat. Where do I want to put it? This area looks really good for a Blood Grove. I'm gonna put it there. Can you only have one of the gold cards in the deck? To my knowledge, yes. Maybe there's a later upgrade that gets you another, but if there is a thing that lets you do that, I haven't found it yet. Well, getting rid of rocks avoid goblins entirely to be worth it. The thing is, if I have the Oblivion cards, I can just delete goblins. So, it's not too bad. I just need to actually leverage my Oblivions. I got kind of unlucky with the hand I was dealt the last time I played. Start putting rocks down to get a mountain. I'll try and hold on to the mountains instead. Let's see, the crypt is more helpful for the Necro, maybe? No, so the biggest issue with the Necromancer is that he doesn't scale well. A bunch of HP can help. Ooh, here's a trick. I could do this to get an early Blood Grove down, but in retrospect, I shouldn't do that, and I shouldn't have done that. I'll just put another one over there. I was thinking, put that down, get another Blood Grove there, but I want to have it in the center so it can soak up as much death as possible with as little overlap. Oh well. Let's see. But yeah, the Necromancer's big issue is that he doesn't scale very quickly. You need as many item slots as possible to give skeleton level pluses. And if you're not getting those, then you're kind of in trouble. This is about to go away. I'll nuke that forest tile just to get it out of there. There it is. There's the grove. I'll just nuke it anyway. I think to some degree it's probably even just better to get the mountain down regardless of what's in it. Now, let's see. Any tips having trouble consistently beating the Lich? Honestly, well, it might seem paradoxical. You want to actually be fighting as hard of enemies as possible. Vampires give really good loot, at least relatively early on. Blood beasts, which are formed from groves and blood groves or whatever, they are called. Those give some of the best, if not the best, loot that I currently have found. So I tend to beeline for that. Yeah, blood grove. After devouring X number of enemies, it spawns this big hulking flesh monster, and if you kill that, you get some really good stuff, which makes fighting the Lich easier. The other thing you can do to beat the Lich is when he spawns, he summons palaces around your camp. If you cover the entire area or just carry Oblivions with you, you can actually get rid of those camps or block them from spawning. Which makes it so, the boss is, like, considerably weaker. Okay. We get a spider there? Yeah. No idea where I'm gonna be putting my villages, but it's fine. Still no rings yet. Amulets, yes. No rings. All my Lich kills have been thin decks with only spiders, dogs, and flesh golems. Hordes and hordes of enemies, though. Yup. Yeah, do we want to get a vampire mansion down? Might as well. Yeah, Blissful Ignorance Talents is also really good at just nuking the palaces. Yeah, the only problem is you have to plan around... Well, you have to actually get that to spawn. Oh, there's a ring. There it is. I really want to get the talent that makes it so my skeletons level up. That is... I think actually one of the most underrated talents that I've had with the Necromancer, just for that little bit of extra bonus. Takes a lot of the weight off my gear. Let's see. I'll just put that there. Work on finishing this mountain, too. Yeah, personally, I prefer to avoid Blissful Ignorance if I can manage it. If only because Blissful Ignorance is... It's good, but it takes up a perk slot that could be used on something else, especially because I really like to loop after I've beaten the boss, because then you just get mad resources. I was gonna go for this perfect pattern, and then I got sloppy. Let's see. Now, where do I want to put this village? To some degree, I kind of want to muck it up early. If I put it here, I can potentially put a vampire mansion right here. And then have another village there. Maybe. Get rid of spiders for vampires because I like vampire villages. I'll try that. You generally kind of want both spiders and vampires. Vampires are annoying because they give everybody lifesteal, but if you've got a good enough build going, you generally don't need to think about it too much. And then spiders are just numerous. And also, yes, vampire villages are really nice. Kind of. So is there a class around sacrificing loot or cards? Not really. Like, the rogue kind of does loot differently, which is a change of pace, but it doesn't really change that much. I like vampires because they drop good loot. You can corrupt a village early. It's nice. Yeah, unfortunately, I got kind of unlucky with that one. I should have known when I put down the vampire mansion. Better shield. Put that there. There we go. So, do we know what the armory gives the rogue? It gives the rogue the amulet slot. which is incredibly good. Field practice. Preparation for a ceremony would be interesting, but field practice is huge. Okay. So there's the vampire mansion, so we can corrupt that. Get that down. Let's stop for a second. Get another one of these. Okay. Keep just jamming mountains down. Well, we're doing alright. What's my attack speed at? 30% this early feels pretty dang good. I personally hope they'll have, like, a DLC later on that really adds just a whole bunch of different new classes and abilities. Because it feels like this game has a ton of potential for what it is. Oh, we got a double blood beast. That's gonna be some kind of spook. Do I want max skeletons or... No. My skeleton's already getting kind of under-leveled. Gosh, the loot we're getting is not great. It's possible to complete a treasury on the inner part of the loop. Yeah, if I put one right here, I absolutely could. Main thing is just, that's a lot harder to pull off, so why? But you can. There's nothing stopping you. See, a traditional mage would be nice for this game. I feel like a traditional mage would be really cool. Some kind of, like, archer thing. Let's see. Do I want to get another one of these? Yeah, we'll just blood groves forever. Yeah, gunslinger. I mean, sure, why not? Hello. We lose some quality, gain a lot of skeleton level, which we need. Okay. Double Blood Beast is spooky. Especially with all those ghouls surrounding it. Come on, give me some better stuff than this. I wish there was a structure that I could get down that actually increases the overall loot quality. Oh, do I want to go for regen per second? Yeah. I want to be the beefiest, like no one ever was. This is going so far so good. There we go. +1 to max number of skeletons? Sure. We'll just start with that. Alright, so this is gonna freaking hurt. However, if we can even kill so much as one of these, we get a windfall. Okay. So lower skeleton level for quality. No, this gives way better magic shield. Alright. This looks promising, and with that regen, we'll be in a... Ooh, look at that. We'll be in a very good spot. And this should feed into at least one more Blood Beast. If we're kind of lucky, too, one problem with multiple Blood Beasts is they get kind of punchy. Oh, yeah, we even have another one right up ahead. Let's see, go for the 2 strengthen per day? Nah. That's not that reliable. I'm sure it would be fine with certain builds, but it's... I'm not interested. Also, please. For... You know what? I've had to ask you twice already. At this point, there's no solving it. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a double layer of that there. I appreciate people's willingness to help and get me to adapt my tactics. I do. I really do. But, like... No. I understand people's desire for me to be perfect. I get it. And to improve. But, like, I do that at my own pace. I think it's really uncomfortable when it's just like, but do this instead. And it's like, no. Especially if I have to say no more than once. Let's see. Where do I want to put this village? I guess here? It's a little risky to put it here. But we're gonna just do it. And we get another bandit camp. But it's messed up, so we hopefully won't have to fight a whole lot of bandits. I was expecting emote mode. I would have done emote mode, but it was very specifically one person that could not, no matter how many times I asked, stop backseating. And so it's just like, I don't know what to say apart from like, no thank. Let's get looping. Got distracted there for a second because Shell was taking a nap on the couch and rolled over and bit her tongue. And that was not pleasant. I have that problem actually kind of often, sort of. I've got, it's like, where is it? It's like 3 molars right of my canines, or like outwards from my canines. I have this, like, kind of 5th point that points inwards. I'm sure almost everybody has this on their teeth, maybe. But my problem is, like, when I sleep, I often push my tongue into those points. And so I actually, like, hurt my tongue just by sleeping. It's the worst feeling ever. Let's see, do we go for the attack speed? Yeah, sure. I want to push my levels up. Oh, I should have done that on the other ring. This game seems really interesting. It doesn't really feel like a roguelite, at least not from the outside. More of a mix of a whole bunch of genres with some roguelite elements mixed in. Looks really cool. Yeah, I'm super passionate about this game just because it really borrows a lot from other games, but it never feels like it stole their identity or anything like that. That's a good example. I played a couple of deck builder-ish games recently. There we go, that gets us some blood fields. I played a deck builder auto battler recently that was like a combination between League of Legends and Slay the Spire, and unfortunately it borrowed way too much of its identity from those two games, and way too little of its identity from its own design. And it feels like this was made kind of with the idea first. This actually gives me more skeleton level, a little bit of attack speed, less defense. I want to go for it? No, we lose some eye level. I don't actually... Somebody said that your equipment actually matters. And I'm not sure if that's the case. Is joke backseating allowed? Such as saying all slime's a riot. No, see, like, I'm totally cool with that kind of thing, because unless you're spamming that endlessly in my chat, you know, every single time I start a new round, and you're like, all slime's a riot, and it's like, unless it becomes like a meme and everybody's cool with it. Read the room, always. I think this is just kind of a easy bit of advice for Twitch and YouTube is... Pay attention to the community that is at least trying to be crafted by the streamer, or the YouTuber in question. I don't think the eye level matters, just the monster level, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I have no idea. Somebody told me that your equipment level mattered previously, and so it's been stuck in my head, because I've been, I've been playing, well, I used to play a lot of Destiny, and that one would, very much base your equipment drops based off of whatever your eye level was, which I think is a great system, but it forces you to play with really trash tier gear. Because it's just like, well, I need better guns or better armor. Time to wear this random piece of garbage instead of, you know, this really cool raid gear that I found from a while ago. I feel like all slimes is very RNG heavy. As soon as we win with the Necromancer, we're gonna try all slimes, give or take. Okay, so do we want to do supplies for... I don't really like any of these. Residual heat does cut down on my healing requirements, though. I'll go for it, seeing as I take a lot of risks. It might not help me in the slightest, but I'll grab it anyway. Let's see. Laying down one's life sounds amazing. I had it previously. I think the main thing is I have a magic shield of... it's only 99. The main thing is my skeletons are currently just bodying most things that I'm fighting before they even get the chance. So it doesn't feel nearly as helpful. Where are my blood groves? I found one so far. Let's see. Anything else I want to put down? No. We're actually getting really close to summoning the Lich. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So we might just hang out. Or we might just summon him anyway and just try and beat him. I'm not feeling particularly weak here. Okay. Keep getting these down. Yeah, you know what? Oh, no, you know what I should do? We should actually prep for the Lich's Palace. I don't know why I've totally forgotten that is a thing that exists and can happen. It's kind of crazy that we're summoning him on Loot 5. The wild thing is, like, I'm skipping half of the tiles that I could potentially put down. You know, I'm obstinately refusing to put down anything apart from the absolute best of the best. With better loot for more palaces. Is that actually a thing? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the amount of palaces by a little bit. Let's see. Oh no. Wait. You can spend Lich Skulls for a penalty-free run. Really? I haven't spotted that one. I was just assuming it was an upgrade material or something, but oh well. So how does the hero level up? You get new passive abilities? Yeah, it's this little star thing below your HP. Huh. So, apparently the... Gosh, where do we even put this? I have no idea. I guess I'll put it there. The Lich Skulls make it so that you can, even if you die, you get to bail with all of your resources. That's cool. I'm not sure how much I need to care about that, though. I'm mostly swimming in supplies, except for a couple of really rare ones. On the death screen to the right, above the lost loot boxes, the button uses skull. Huh. I'll keep that in mind, then. Okay. Let's just be patient. Because I think I'd rather have the attack speed. And a little bit better at loot. How much stuff do I even have? What is this amulet? Oh, that just reduces vampire damage. Like, we need the metal. That's the one thing. But I'm having a hard time really caring if I die here. Yeah, that's huge. Let's see. We lose half a skeleton level for a lot of skeleton quality. Yeah. Let's see. So quality determines what kind of skeletons you get, and level determines their stats. To my knowledge, yeah. I'll put down a blood grove if we find a blood grove. Let's see. Is that better now? One of my favorite things to do is mix goblin camps with camps of creatures that are much easier to fight. So you only have to fight like half the amount of goblins. I say as we're coming up on a giant screw you cluster of goblins. I'll probably still be okay. I'm looking fine. Big skeleton level increase. Regen per second in defense. Yeah. Let's see, is there a reason why you were alternating desert and forest? Nope, pure aesthetics. And then I messed it up a little bit. So I tried to kind of replicate it and do whatever. Alright, come on, Windfall. Okay, so we lose a little bit of regen. That's just bad. What about this one? We lose the summon quality for more shield, more attack speed, evasion, and some skeleton level. I'll take it. A little bit of skeleton level for a little bit of skeleton quality. Probably okay. Especially because my summon quality could use some work. This actually is just straight up better. Okay. Get a thicket there. Where do I want to get my next village? Here. Quest failed. Oh, probably because I deleted something. I'm gonna get rid of the bandits, though. Absolutely zero interest in bandits. Oh, wait. We looked at that one and I didn't like it. Okay. So, we're really close to summoning the boss. I could do it now. Yeah, let's do it now. So this gives me crazy skeleton level. We lose some skeleton quality, but I'll take it. Let's see. I think that's good. Okay. I'm just gonna get a village there. We're just gonna start spamming thickets and dunes down. Alright, let's do this. So he's got a number of... He's got a number of helpers. We'll see how this goes. I'm just feeling strong enough that I can potentially take the Lich on with... What is that? 7 palaces? No, 5. That should be good. Like the right side, it's pretty. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. Hey, we got lucky. Let's go for another. Laying down one's life. This is about as good of a time for me to get that as possible. God, I love this song. Do you get more reward if you let him have palaces? According to people, the answer is yes. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this. Let's see how much of a boost does he get. How is it possible? Shut up. We've got a score to settle. Nope. Nothing about me being a Lich. Okay, so he's got 25% charge by palaces. That should be fine. Never mind, that hurts really bad. Ah, no, we're okay. Wow, they're just bodying the dude. Get her done. Nonsense. This is impossible for so many reasons. I don't understand. Next time, I'll try something new on this punching bag. Okay. Dang, he does not actually have the cool resources I'm looking for. I guess we're going deep pockets then. And let's stay... Stay? Do we stay? Thing is... No, we're capped out. We got the Lich Skull. We got whatever. We'll just retreat. I could keep looping, but we need metal. Yeah. 8.62 skeleton level versus 7 boss. Messed him up pretty bad. Alright, so next up, it's time for the goofiest run that I think I will ever do. Oops. All slimes. Okay, so let's get rid of all of these. I have to have 2. So we're going to do Road Lantern and Bookery. And Chrono Crystals. Let's see. Beacon. Is speed... And I'm going to do the Temporal Beacon for reasons. We won't need Oblivion because I don't think we're spawning anything. We're not doing groves. We're not doing cemeteries. I guess we have to do one of these. Alright. I'll just have cemeteries. We'll have villages just for quests. Bookery spawns dudes if used up. Okay. So, caveat, it's not going to be fully Oops All Skeletons, probably. My main thought is, I want to use this run to specifically, let's get rid of the rocks, actually. I want to do this run to farm for some very specific, structures. Oh, maybe I want to turn Oblivion on. Let's turn Oblivion on so I can get rid of the villages, question mark. So... yeah, we'll still have whatever monster spawns from the Bookery, just because I've never seen it before. But I think the rest of this is fine. And I'm just not going to put down the cemeteries. I could do the wheat fields, but... let's see, could separate battlefields and not have clots. But I'd still have ghosts. And also the treasure chests from battlefields are completely pointless if I'm rolling rogue. Let's see, treasury will make gargoyle. That's a good point. Alright. Oh, slimes cannot spawn ghosts. But once again, battlefields are pointless if I'm playing rogue. Because slimes cannot spawn a ghost. You're right about that. That's a good point. But battlefields spawn chests, and the rogue doesn't give a shit about the chest. They just break the chest and get the wood. I don't really need the wood. Let's see. Can't you Oblivion the gargoyle spawners? Yes, I could. Mixed feelings? Sure. We'll keep it. We'll Oblivion the spawners. This should be fine.